Some cold and snow flurries here at Michie Stadium on a Saturday afternoon. Army football spring practice, joined by Black Knights wide receiver, now turned defensive back, Xavier Moss. Xavier, you're not expecting this kind of weather, I guess, end of March.
It's a little cold, but hey, we got to get it. You know, it's a little cold, but whatever.
Big transition for you this spring, moving from wide receiver, seeing a lot of time at safety. About the transition, how did it start? What came to that decision, and how's it gone so far?
I mean, you know, it's a position I always wanted to play for a while. So, you know, when the season ended, I kind of saw this opportunity to come to the coaches. So I went up to them, talked to them. They were open to it. So now I'm back there, you know, trying to prove myself a little bit. So
how's it been so far?
It's been pretty good. You know, I'm making mistakes, but, you know, I'm getting better every day, I think. So it's all about learning from those mistakes and getting better every day, which is what I think I'm doing. So.
How has this team responded since the end of the season, the off-season training? Now you're, a little over a week into this spring practice.
You know, everybody wants to get after it. You know, we want to win. So last season wasn't good enough. So, you know, you can see every day at practice, you know, when everybody's coming out here with passion, everybody's hitting hard, you hear the helmets clapping. So it's a lot of energy. You know, we want to win. So.
You talked about the improvement you're looking to have at safety. What are the things at this point you need to work on?
Just making my reads better, you know, full speed. It was kind of fast for me a couple days ago, so just making my reads, you know, focusing on my keys, getting my eyes right, and coming down and making the right coverage calls, you know, stuff like that. Just little things that I got to get better at every day.
That was Army wide receiver turned defensive back Xavier Moss, now joined by someone else who made a position change last year, and that's Black Knights tight end Kelvin White. And Kelvin, you were at quarterback, wide receiver 1 year ago right now, and now tight end. Through all that transition, how are you feeling so far this spring?
You know, I'm feeling really good. The spring so far has been a lot of hand in the dirt, you know, working on my blocking and things I can do to improve and help the team win. And I feel like we're taking strides and we just keep getting better every day.
You seem to be someone who is so valuable in so many ways for this team. How much have you taken that on and maybe prided yourself on that, where you can still go in there and throw a deep ball at quarterback, and you run sometimes with the linemen, you're with the receivers? How much pride do you take in that?
You know, something Coach Verpale says all the time, the tight end coach, he says make yourself valuable. And, you know, I feel that it doesn't matter where I'm at on the field. As long as I have an opportunity to play, I'm just going to give it my best and do anything that the coaches ask me. So I take a lot of pride in that. Like I said, I want to be the best I can be and help the team win.
How is this team right now?
I think we're definitely ahead of where we were last year, but as Coach Monken says, we still have a lot of work to do, and we keep making mistakes, little mistakes here and there. But as soon as we eliminate those, I think we're definitely steps ahead of where we were last year. So it's a good thing.
You really didn't make that full conversion to tight end until last year's preseason. You saw a lot of downs last year. You were a contributor to this team. How much further are you along personally at that tight end position right now?
I feel like I'm pretty far along. Right now, I'm trying to fix up all my minor mistakes, but at the same time, you know, help out the guys that are new to the position, like Sean McBride and Ryan Alexander, just guys that are going to be here when I'm gone. So if I can just help them get better, then I feel like I've done something right.
Well, Kelvin, thanks a lot for a couple of minutes. As always, best of luck the rest of this spring, and we'll talk to you down the road.
Thank you.
And that's Army tight end Kelvin White joining us. We were also joined by Black Knight safety Xavier Moss. Here in Army spring practice 2015, the snow flurries, some cold temperatures, but practice still continuing here at House Field and Michie Stadium on a Saturday morning. For Night Vision, I'm Rich DeMarco.